Welcome. Welcome to this luxurious unwinding of the neck, shoulders, and hips. And the way that I came to this theme for our class today is that I was realizing in my postures that when I focused more on my breath and calming the nervous system, that my body was able to open to the posture, to connect to it. Sometimes I'm working more with strength, sometimes I'm working more with opening and letting go. So this idea of calming the nervous system is a wonderful tool as we go into these areas that can tend to hold a lot of stress and tension, anxiety, those kinds of things. So that it would be the neck, the shoulders, and the hips. Close your eyes and bring your full attention and awareness inside. Now, I specifically chose the word luxuriate because this will help with that opening and enjoying. So right here, begin by just enjoying your breath. What can come of learning how to luxuriate in something that you do? Some of us may find yoga very easy to do. Some of us may find it very difficult. So in some ways, you might be learning how to luxuriate even in something that's challenging for you. And what this can help us to do is embrace and transform suffering. It can help us to touch the wonders of life. Enjoy your breathing and the sensations that you feel in your body right now. Now, go ahead and open your eyes and we'll come into simple cross leg, Kapalabhati, and Uddiyana. If this type of breath work is new to you, I'll be doing it here so you can see it. You might just look, see what's happening, and then join in. First, you want to lift up tall through the spine. Let the belly release. To create the exhale, you snap the belly in and let the air go right out through the sinuses and nostrils, no restriction in the throat. And then relax through your hips as you continue that pumping action in the lower belly. As you're inviting this energy to move through your core, relax through your hips, your shoulders, and your neck. Now let's do about 10 more pumps. Release the belly. Inhale through the nose and fill the lungs completely. Little bit of an ujjayi breath here, swirling the breath in the back of the throat, spreading the ribs all the way to the top. Pause and hold the breath for a count of 10. Come into Uddiyana. For Uddiyana, place the hands on the floor just in front of your shins and exhale through your mouth, all the air out. Hold the air out, pull your shoulder blades down, chest toward your chin, chin in toward your chest, scoop the belly and spread the ribs. Here it is. When you need your breath, release the belly, take in a full breath, sit up tall, change the cross of your legs. Kapalabhati. Let the belly relax. Feel for isolating the movement down below the belly button. Jaw is relaxed, so the jaw and tongue are relaxed down away from the upper mouth. The teeth are separated. Do about 20 more pumps. And relax the belly. Take in a deep inhale. Fill the lungs completely. Pause. Hold the breath. Move into Uddiyana. Exhale through your mouth, all the air out, lean into the hands, scoop the belly, spread the ribs. So while you're here, you're continuing to pull the shoulder blades down, chest forward and up, and drawing the low ribs and diaphragm wide and away from the hip bones. When you need your breath, release the belly, take in a full breath. Bring your attention inside and feel the sensations of energy moving through your body. You might start to explore what does it mean to luxuriate in your practice. For this next pose, grab a block. If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. We can pretend you have a block. Just have the block close by. Come into Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together. Place the fingertips on the floor just behind you, but I do want you to feel for keeping the weight in your hips for this variation. Using the arms to just help lengthen the spine. Activate your feet, so you're spreading across the balls of the feet and heels and squeezing your feet together. Feel the balance in the hips. And notice here, as we're just beginning, can you let go of any holding, unnecessary holding and tension in your hips? Just by coming into this shape. Inhale, lift up, bring the hands forward and come into a forward bend. You want to keep the front of the body long. So what that might mean, and as you progress in this sequence that we'll do here, is you might just be leaning a little bit forward, just enough to invite the hips to open a little bit more. Rolling the pubic bone down towards the floor and releasing through the inner thighs. Inhale, release. and grab your block. Bring it between your feet, the narrow width. Keep the feet active, the legs working. So as you squeeze the block, you're inviting the thigh bones away from the hips. Soft in the hands, lengthen through the spine. Balance in your hips. Let go of any tension you can here. Then fold forward, keeping the lift through the front of the body. So what it might feel like, especially with the block there, is just that you're bringing your weight a little bit forward, a little bit of a stretch into the groin, that deep hip crease, and around the glutes and thighs. Inhale, lift up, and turn your block the middle width. And what I forgot to say on that previous part is, I have done this before, just pretending that I have a block there. So you would just bring your feet a little bit further apart. And instead of squeezing the block, just create the isometric action. Soft in the hips first, just coming into a tall seat. Put enough weight in your fingertips that you can just focus on letting go in your hips. You're not holding. Now lift the chest, lean forward. Relax the shoulders down and let your head come forward so you're letting go of any tension in your neck. Just the right amount of stretch in the hips. Remember that your goal is to luxuriate in every pose. So that might mean going a little softer in your postures if you tend to push too hard. Inhale, lift up, and turn the block the long way. Get a little grip with your feet. Balance through the hips, lengthen through the spine. Inviting the thighs to relax down towards the floor. Inhale, start to roll forward on the sit bones. Lift through the chest. Lean out over the block. Soften through your jaw. Inhale, come on up. Now bring your feet on top of the block. Feet together, and here with the block being a little higher than your sit bones, you're inviting the inner thighs to just easily roll out. External rotation in the hip joints. Balance and let go. Well, the reason I say balance is I found it really interesting in my own body that I would always have more weight in one sit bone than the other, and how that developed the muscles differently all the way up the spine and back. Fold forward. You're allowing the inner feet to open a little bit here. Inhale, release. Come on up. Now, just move your block off to the side, and I've actually been known to call this pose magic pose, because there's such a difference between the first Baddha Konasana and when you come into Baddha Konasana afterwards. So take a moment here, feel the space you've created in your hips. Fold forward. Another reason why the focus being to luxuriate and calm the nervous system can be helpful is in situations like this, where when you get that sense of letting go and relaxing through your nervous system, that will help the hip muscles to relax. Release. Come on up and let the legs come forward. Shake that out a little bit. Move into shoelace. Stacking your left ankle on top of your right knee. Bring your right ankle underneath your left knee. This is a pose where if it feels like it's pulling on your hips, what I want you to do today, even if you don't normally do this, is give your thighs a little bit of support. You're focusing on a deeper fold in the hips where you're not straining. So notice when that's not there, there's a little bit of a pull here. If I give a little bit of lift, I can let go in my hips. Slide your right hand underneath your right sit bone and fingertips pointing in towards the tailbone, palm down. Lean into the heel of your right hand, lift into your chest, and allow the left ear to relax over towards your left shoulder. Neck release. Now this might be enough of a stretch here. You can also bring the left arm over the skull and fingertips right along the jawline. Creating a little bit of lift there with your hand. Allowing the weight of the head to relax over. Bring your jaw a couple of inches down towards the floor. Inhale, lean into the heel of your right hand. Create a lift through the upper ribs. And feel for releasing right in the center of the right side of your neck. And noticing where the tension leads to. So you're looking at the attachments of the muscles down along the spine, the shoulder blade, up into the skull. Bring the jaw a couple more inches towards your chest. Let your head roll forward, slide your hands out, and rest the back of your hands on your inner thighs. Inhale into the back of your neck. Exhale, let the weight of your head relax forward. Bring your right hand onto your forehead and use your arm to lift the weight of your head up. Feel more length through the back of the neck into the back of the skull. Change the cross of your legs. Create a sense of ease and letting go in the hips. Slide your left hand underneath your left sit bone, palm down, fingertips pointing in towards the tailbone. Lean into your left hand, lift into your chest, relax the head over. Right ear straight over towards your right shoulder. Feel free to stay there without the arm coming over, or bring the right arm over the skull. Create a little bit of lift here with the fingertips, the right fingertips. Rooting through the left hand and arm. Turn the jaw down slightly. Stay connected to the release, a soft release that you're getting through the left side of your neck, so that you can, in the moment, enjoy the sensations of blood flow and warmth and cleansing. Let the jaw come down a little bit more. Feel also for the space between the teeth and the tongue resting in the bottom of the jaw. Release, let your head come forward. Slide your hands out. Rest the back of your hands on your inner thighs. Continue the lift through the front of the body. And let the weight of your head relax forward. Bring your left hand to the forehead and inhale, lift your head up. Release the legs. Come into knee pile. Stacking your right knee on top of the left. Now I'll turn around so that you can see what my shoulders are doing here. Shoulder shrugs. Inhale into your upper back, broadening and creating space between the shoulder blades. Hold the breath, squeeze the shoulders up and back. Exhale, squeeze the upper tip of the shoulder blades together and drag the shoulder blades down. Inhale, release the squeeze. Take the breath into your upper back and move the shoulder blades a little bit away from the spine. Just with the breath and the opening of the rib cage. Now exhale, squeeze the middle part of your shoulder blades in towards the spine. Keep squeezing together as you drag down. Inhale, release the squeeze. Bend the elbows, palms up, squeeze the lower tip of the shoulder blades in towards the spine. So you're using your arms a little bit to get that movement, squeeze together and down. Inhale, release it. Hold the breath, squeeze the shoulders up, back. Exhale, squeeze the upper tip of the shoulder blades together and down, getting this wonderful massage along the spine. Inhale, release the squeeze. Using your shoulder blades like hands to massage, squeeze the middle part of the shoulder blades in, like right along the spine, the muscle tissues between the shoulder blades and spine. Inhale, release it. So you're massaging those muscles, those tissues with the shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the elbows, palms up, squeeze lower tip of the shoulder blades in towards the spine, down, away from the ears, opening the hands, rolling the collarbones open, and release. Let the arms release down. Change the cross of the legs. Bring the left knee on top for unlocking the shoulders. Bring your elbows up, bent at a 90-degree angle just in front of your shoulders. Now we're doing a variation of unlocking the shoulders here today, seeing how much movement and freedom we can get in the shoulder blades and collarbones and how they move along the rib cage. Inhale and bring the shoulder blades together towards the spine. Exhale, move the shoulder blades away from the spine. Keep the lift and broadening across the chest. Isometrically squeeze in through your forearms, opening up, turning on across the upper chest. Now notice my elbows do not go tighter than the shoulder joints. Inhale, so you're just squeezing isometrically. Glide the shoulder blades together. Exhale, move the shoulder blades away from the neck, away from the spine. Reach forward and isometrically squeeze in. You should feel the muscles through your armpits and chest turning on. Inhale, release the squeeze, or actually release the wrap and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze those muscles between your shoulder blades. Now, we're stretching those muscles. Use the opposing muscles. Use your serratus anterior muscles. Move the shoulder blades around the ribs. Use your chest muscles. Squeeze in. Feel the stretch between the neck and the shoulder blades. Lift and broaden through the armpits. And release. Bring that down. Let's do a little eagle arms here. Right elbow on top. Feel free to move your elbows and your arms here. Unwind. Left elbow on top. Or the other one, whichever one it is. Release. For turbo dog, come onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands a little greater than shoulder distance apart, just in front of your shoulders. And we'll be doing all the movements of unlocking the shoulders, that wrap that you were getting. Bend the elbows, bring the elbows a few inches from the floor and inhale into your upper back. Exhale, move the shoulder blades down and then wrap around the ribs, reach down and squeeze in with the forearms, with the elbows, curl the toes under, lift your knees and hips up. Now once you get up here, feel the grounding through the inner palms, start to open the shoulder joints by drawing up through the lower ribs, the front of your rib cage. Draw up long through the sides, lift through the outer hips. Exhale, ground down through the heels, draw up through the fronts of the legs, draw the low belly in and relax your neck. A few breaths here. Turning on through the chest and armpits, stretching across the upper back. Keep moving the lower tip of the shoulder blades around the ribs towards the floor. release. Bring the knees down, cross your ankles, and roll onto your back for some abdominals. Twisted root. Wrap your right thigh bone over the left, and if you can, hook your right ankle behind the left calf. Clasp the hands behind your head. Inhale, curl up through your upper body. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach the thigh bones up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your thighs together, squeeze through sit bones, draw your low belly in. Inhale, release the sacrum down onto the floor. Spread through the lower back, lower ribs, reach up through the elbows. Exhale, let your head rest in your hands, curl the tailbone up and reach up through your knees. Squeeze your thighs together, pull down through the heels isometrically. Curl the sit bones together and up. Inhale, sacrum down. Head resting in the hands. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach up through your thighs. Squeeze thighs together. Squeeze through sit bones. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Lay the upper body down and place your hands on top of your right thigh bone. Inhale into your lower back. Exhale, curl tailbone up and press your thighs into your hands. Press your hands into your thighs. Draw the low belly in. Inhale, release the squeeze. First, move your thighs into your hands. Now don't let your thighs or your low back move as you start to move your hands into your thighs. Thighs into your hands. Press the two together. Empty the lungs. And unwind. Left thigh bone over the right. Inhale. Curl up. Bring the shoulder blades away from the spine, unlocking the shoulders. Exhale. Curl tailbone up. Reach up towards the ceiling, through the outer hips and thighs. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze the thighs together. Empty from the low belly. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. You feel for how you can use the muscles in your legs to lift the thighs, draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Lay the upper body down. Place your hands on top of your left thigh bone. Inhale. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Press your thighs into your hands. Press your hands into your thighs. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Spread into the lower back. Exhale, press your hands and thighs together. Relax through your neck, your jaw. Just let the air move out through the throat as you draw your belly in. Unwind the legs. Now, we'll do a fun little variation of frog lifting through and straddle lifting through, putting the two together. But if straddle lifting through doesn't feel good in your hips or it's pulling on your low back, you can just stay in frog lifting through. Just make sure you have enough space around you to bring your legs into a straddle. Bring the knees over the hip, bent at a 90-degree angle. Feet are flexed too, and open the legs into a straddle. Inhale, curl up through the upper body. Use the muscles through the armpits and chest and let the neck relax. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Curl pubic bone towards belly button. Reach through your feet and pull the thigh bones away from the hips. Draw low belly in. Inhale, set the sacrum down and open the legs into straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Pubic bone towards belly button. Draw low belly in and stretch out long through the legs. Inhale, come into frog. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Pubic bone towards belly button. Scoop through the lower belly as you roll the inner thighs forward. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Use the muscles to extend the legs fully. Sometimes we tend to bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, now you bend your knees, frog. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lay the pelvis down. Use your hands to bring the legs back together. Now, we'll do a fun little glute strengthening sequence here. What I'd like to do is show you first. So just roll to your side and come into seated so you can watch. From bridge, inhale and bring the pelvis almost to touch the ground. Shift the pelvis using your glutes and your lower abs, moving tailbone towards your knees, pubic bone towards belly button, and press back up. So we'll do 3 of those, and then we'll do another one here where the leg goes up, inhale, exhale, exhale, bring the hips down. Inhale, up. We're going to change the breath on that, but that's the movement. Then, the one I just showed you, inhale, exhale. Okay, prepare for bridge. Come onto your back, slide the shoulders down, bring your feet a little greater than hip distance apart, parallel, just in front of your sit bones. Lift up into bridge. Inhale, bring your hips down almost to touch the ground. Shift the tailbone away from you, curl the pubic bone towards belly button, and exhale, press back up as high as you can. Inhale, coming down, pulling the feet towards you. Exhale, press up, keeping the lift through the tailbone, keeping the feet pulling towards you. Inhale down, shift, exhale up. Step your left foot a little bit closer into the center and reach your right leg up. If you need to, on this pose, you can have your right knee bent. Inhale, come down almost to touch the ground. Exhale, press back up. Reaching through both feet. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Bring your right foot down, and notice if you might learn a little bit more here about how to luxuriate even though something might be challenging. For me, it's helpful to enjoy the aliveness that I feel in my body. Left leg up, inhale, coming almost to touch. Exhale, press back up. 2 more times. Keep both feet active. Bring your left foot down in towards the center. Reach your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right leg forward, bringing the knees about level. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, up. Exhale, out. Squeezing through the glutes. Bring your right foot down. Left leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze through the glute. Inhale up. Exhale out. Keep the leg long. Inhale up. Exhale out. Now reach your leg up. Bring your left foot down. Take a few breaths. Luxuriating the strength and energy and aliveness in your legs, through your back, that go through the neck and shoulders. Exhale, roll the spine down, bring your knees in toward your chest, roll to your side, and come onto your hands and knees in preparation for dolphin prelude. So grab the block, have the block between your hands. If you don't have a block, no big deal. Clasp the hands. Elbows in a little closer than shoulder joint distance apart. Step the knees further back and wider than the hips. Lean back, pick the block up, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling, and allow the top of the forehead to rest on the floor. Inhale through the shoulders and upper back. Exhale, lean back through your hips, allowing the elbows to move forward, the side ribs to move back. Notice where the restriction is, and take your breath right into that spot. And allow that bone to move, allow that muscle to release. Keep this length as you come into dolphin. So we'll bring the forearms parallel, shoulder distance apart, or you can clasp your hands. Push the floor away, squeeze in with the forearms, just like unlocking the shoulders. Lift the knees up. Inhale, push through the forearms, the wrist, and the hands. Draw up through the side ribs. Exhale, reach through your heels. Let your neck relax. Smooth the breath out. Luxuriate in this nice little inversion. Step the right foot in towards the center. Reach your left leg up. Change sides. And bring that foot down. Release. Come into child's pose. And take a few breaths here in child's pose. Okay. Come up into standing. Horse stance with Agnisara. Step out wide. Let's work a couple of Agnisaras here with back traction. So the hands are at the top of the thighs. Straight arms. Come down into your horse. Make whatever adjustments you need to bring the ankles underneath the knees. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth, all the air out. Hold the air out, lift and release through the belly. Release the belly, take in a deep breath. Exhale all the air out. Lift and release through the belly, feet active. Now, Agnisara with arm passes. Bring your left hand on top of right. Inhale. Exhale, reach the palms up. All the air out. Hold the air out. Lift and release through the belly. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale, reach the palms out. Inhale. Exhale, reach the palms forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring the palms down. Hold the air out. Lift and release through the belly. And release. Straighten through the legs. Separate leg forward bend with chest opener. Turn. Toes in, heels out. Clasp the hands behind you. Inhale. Lift through the chest. Lengthen up through the spine. Fold at the hips. Forward bend. feet and legs active. Reaching through the soles of the feet. Draw up through the sit bones. And just let gravity take your upper body down. Let go of any tension in your neck. And stretch out through the arms. Inhale, lift halfway up. Place your hands onto your hips, soften the knees. Exhale. Inhale, press into standing. Turn your right foot forward and step into the front of your mat. Alternating classical sun and B series. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, push through the legs, and reach back through the arms. Exhale, forward bend. Step your left foot back, bring your left knee down. Inhale, lunge pose. Rooting through your back shin, move the tailbone down and lift through the arms. Exhale, plank. Inhale. Push the heels, the crown of the head away from one another. Exhale, come down, strong through your core and arms. Point the toes, reach back long through the legs. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot forward, bring your right knee down. Inhale, lunge. Lift the arms, reach back. Exhale, forward bend. Reach through your feet and let gravity take the weight of the head. Inhale, press into standing. Move the tailbone down. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Chair pose. Inhale, sink back into the hips. Use your upper back strength and your arms to lift up and back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up, pulling back with the hands, lengthening the chest forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, step your left foot forward, spin your right heel in. Inhale, warrior one. Stretch into your right heel. Come down into your warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Squeeze the mat, not just with the hands, but also with the arms. Inhale, upward dog, so you're squeezing your hands towards one another and pulling back. Exhale, downward dog, warrior one, right foot forward. Inhale, come on up. Roll your left inner thigh back, left hip forward, get long. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, fill up with breath, bottom to the top of the lungs. Top of your exhale, hop or step the feet between your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair pose. Arching, arching, arching into the upper back. Exhale, come into standing, hands to your heart. Classical sun, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, lunge. Exhale. Let's do runner's lunge here. Bring your hands down and step your left foot a little bit to the left. Allow the hips to come forward. Bring your forearms either down inside of your left foot, keeping your left ankle under the knee, or onto a block. Option to curl the right toes under and lift the right knee and thigh. Keep the turbo dog action happening in your upper body, reaching down and squeezing in through the forearms. And this will give you a little support, so you can let go in your neck. Finding one thing to luxuriate in here. And release. Bring your right foot down, step back, come into plank. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Root the legs, squeeze in through the ankles. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Downward dog, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, lunge. Exhale. Bring the hands just inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot a little forward, a little bit to the right. So when you lunge, your right knee is right over the ankle. Or even a little bit forward is fine as well. Bring the forearms down. Support through the chest. Relax your neck. Option to curl the left toes under and lift the left knee. Feel for reaching your thigh bones away from one another. Right thigh bone forward, left thigh bone back. Bring your left knee down. Lift your torso, step your right foot back a little bit, curl the left toes under, lift your left knee, exhale, step forward, come into forward bend. Inhale, press into standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Chair pose. Forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Bring the hips a little forward over the ankles. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. Warrior one, step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel in. Inhale, reach up. Humble warrior. Clasp the hands behind you. Inhale, open the chest. Fold forward. Coming just inside of your right thigh, and let the torso come down. Feel free to rest on your right thigh if you need to, just above the knee there with your shoulder. Neck relaxed. Feet drawing towards one another, tailbone down. Inhale. Plant the hands, step back, come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale. Humble warrior. Clasp the hands and come forward. Smooth breath. To luxuriate means to enjoy. Make any variations to your postures that you need to enjoy it even a little bit more. Release. Bring the hands down, step back, plank, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, push through the hands, forward, back, through the legs and hips. Exhale, hop or step the feet between your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold, forward bend. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come into standing. Now the next thing that we'll do is move to a wall. If you don't have wall space in your home, one thing that you might consider is oftentimes you can close a door and the space in front or behind the door is open for you to do this. So coming into dolphin at the wall, if you are moving to a different spot in the room, make sure a mat is underneath you. Come kneeling, facing towards the center. Bring your feet to touch the wall, hips over the knees, elbows underneath the shoulders. Feel free to work with your hands clasped. Get the unlocking the shoulders moves. Curl the toes under, lift the knees and hips up. Walk your feet up the wall, bringing your body into an L shape. Filling up the back. Moving down through the feet isometrically on the wall and down through the forearms, right into the floor. Find the lift from the shoulder blades up through your back. Now, reach your right leg up and come into the splits, reaching your right leg back. Change sides, right foot to the wall, left leg up and back. Bring both feet onto the wall and exhale. Come on down. Move into child's pose. The next pose is either down dog at the wall into half lotus. So I'll demonstrate it here for those of you that might need that. You'll come into down dog, into your L shape, and come into half lotus, moving your foot against your thigh to help you lengthen up. Now, if you're okay with handstand, go ahead and turn towards the wall. Have your fingers about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. Shift your shoulders forward over your hands, leading with one leg. Jump up and bring both feet up above you. Moving one leg into half lotus. Use the glutes to keep the lift through the sacrum. And lift the leg bones up. Inhale, unwind, and change sides. Inhale, reach up through both legs, and exhale, step down. What I'd like to do here is just give you another 30 seconds to a minute here, just in case you're just now getting there and starting your inversions. Okay, come on down and move back into the center of the room on your mat for standing pose series. Step out wide, come into warrior two, turning your left foot out, right foot in slightly, and coming down into your pose. Eagle arms, left elbow on top. Luxuriate With all the aliveness in your shoulders and arms, the clearing and cleansing. Let's go arch your arms. Left elbow up, right elbow down. This is where if you can't quite reach with your hands, grab a strap. And I talked about this a couple of classes ago. It's like each pose becomes a gift to help you enjoy your aliveness, precious moments of life. Inhale, unwind the arms. Move into reverse warrior, lifting up out of the hips and reaching back. Place your right hand at the top of your thigh bone if you need support, lifting out of the lower back. Draw the feet towards one another and lift the left upper hip bone away from the thigh bone. Reach your left arm forward. Come up for triangle pose. Adjust your stance if you'd like. Pivot that left hip, left sit bone towards your right inner thigh. Reach out long through the left side. Bring your left hand down, right arm up. Shift the tailbone down towards your right heel. Curl pubic bone towards belly button. Relax your neck. Stretch the arms apart and feel a sense of ease and enjoyment. If you can't find that, so that could be impossible in the position that you're in. What you would do is lift your hand a little bit, put your left hand on a block or on your shin, soften the knees. Keep exploring where you can find a little more enjoyment and delight. Half moon. Step forward onto your left foot and hand, flex your right foot, reach through the right leg. If you would like, come into quarter moon, grabbing the right ankle with your right hand, reaching the right thigh bone away from you as you arch into your chest. And roll the right shoulder back. Extend your right leg out, vertical splits, turn, bring your right hand down, lengthen down the front of your left leg and lift your right leg high. Get solid support through your left leg so you can let go in your spine and get really light in your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Bring your right foot down behind you for warrior one with archer arms. Actually, let's reach the arms straight up. Twisting warrior. Exhale, hook the right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Make a fist with your right hand and bring your left hand on top. Inhale, moving down through the arms, lifting into the chest. Exhale, let your neck relax. Inhale, bring your hands, twisting lunge, interlock. Bring your hands to each side of your left foot. Spin onto the ball of your right foot and bring your right knee down. Make any adjustments to bring your knees to 90 degrees. Reach up through your right arm. Come all the way across, bringing your right shoulder to the outside of your left knee. Wrap the right arm under and clasp the hands. If you can't reach there, lay the right upper arm or right side of your rib cage on top of your thigh and just reach in that direction, grab clothing. From there, notice where you feel difficulty accessing in a relaxed way. So some things that can help with that are to get really solid in your foundation. So feel your foundation. And then use your breath to access that space. With your awareness, feel for how you can let go of resistance and feel into your support. Revolve triangle. Bring your hands to each side of your left foot. Curl the right toes under, lift your right knee. Spin your right heel down, stepping the right foot a little bit to the right, toes spinning more forward. Scissor off through the legs, lengthen through the spine. Twist, bring your right hand down and reach your left arm up. Inhale, reach the outer left hip back. Bring the chest through the arms. Exhale, push the arms apart. Let your neck relax. Pyramid. Bring your hands to each side of your left foot. Lengthen through the spine and fold down the front of your left leg. Pigeon, twisting towards the foot. Plant your hands, walk your left foot across, and come down into pigeon. Roll onto the outside of your left thigh and bring your left ankle in line with your left knee. Don't worry about the hips squaring in this pose. We want to stay on the outer left thigh. Lift the spine, lift the torso, reach out with your left hand and bring the left back of your left armpit as close to the sole of the foot as you can. Hands together. Now if you have that block close by, that can be really nice to rest your head on the block and luxuriate. Release. Step your left foot down and curl your right toes under, lift your right knee. Press into both feet, lift your torso up and change sides. Turn your left foot in slightly, right foot out, and come into Warrior Two. Reach out, eagle arms, right elbow on top. Broaden across the upper chest. Relax down through the tops of the shoulders and shoulder blades as you lift through your forearms. Unwind the arms. Come into archer arms, right elbow up. Where's the sweetness? Reverse warrior. Extend your right elbow all the way straight. And use that arm to help lengthen through the right side. Press down into your left hand to lengthen through the left side. Reach your right arm forward. Pull yourself up. And prepare for triangle pose. One thing that I really love to do to get a feel for that right hip dropping is putting my hand right into the hip crease. And as I come into it, keep the right arm straight. Actually, I'm going to place the hand like this. And rather than collapse, move the hips more. Keep the right side long and bring the hand onto the shin, block, or floor. Exhale. Draw down through the heels. Shift the tailbone down. And feel how this will give you a little more support in the lower back. Inhale, lengthen out of the lower back, keeping that scoop. Exhale, let the left arm be light as you reach up. Half moon. And if you'd like, quarter moon. Grabbing the left ankle, reach back through your left thigh. Keep the inner edge of your right foot rooting. Inhale, reach the left leg out. Come into vertical splits. Bring your left hand down. Lengthen down the front of the right leg. Reach up through your left leg. Shift back if you need to get solid, a little more steady through your right leg. Keep a softness through the lips and face. Warrior one. Twisting warrior. So step back with that left foot. Come into warrior one. Twist. Left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Make a fist with your left hand and bring your right hand on top. Inhale, move away from your right thigh, bringing your chest up in line with your hands. Exhale, you are moving out over the thigh with your rib cage toward your hands and letting the neck relax. Play with what can make this a little more enjoyable. Inhale, bring the hands down, spin onto the ball of your left foot for twisting lunge interlock. Lift up, reach up through your left arm, lengthen from your left hip through your left shoulder, come to the outside of your right thigh. Wrap the left arm under, clasp the hands, or reach in that direction, grab clothing. Creating a steady foundation and a sense of ease in the throat and face. When you get that in the breath, in the face, notice how the posture changes and begins to open up. Inhale, unwind for revolved triangle. Curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, and spin the left heel down. Hips are square and even, lengthen out. Twist, left hand down, right hand up. Scoop through the lower belly. Move down through the tailbone. Inhale, bring the chest forward through the arms. Exhale, get a little steadier in your foundation. Let your neck relax. Pyramid. Bring your right hand down. Fold down the front of your right leg. Wrap the shoulders. Squeeze in a little bit, turning on across the chest. And this is just going to give you more length in your neck. Let the head hang. Pigeon, twisting towards the foot. Come down. Roll onto the outside of your right thigh. And bring your right ankle in line with your right knee. Come up away from your thigh. Lean out over toward your right foot. Crawl the right hand out and bring the armpit down towards the foot. Hands together. Support for the head. Release. Come into seated. Take a few breaths, just feeling the sensations of aliveness. Let's bring the legs into a straddle. I didn't give you a moment to do that. Let's do that here. Steady. Okay. Forward bend. And release. Use your hands. Bring your knees together. And come into Shavasana. We'll take 5 minutes here, and I'll bring you out of Shavasana at the end. The interesting thing about Shavasana is you're not checking out with your awareness. You're checking in. And this gives you a golden opportunity to drink in the sweetness of your practice, the sensations that are happening right now. Drink in this moment, this opportunity to completely relax and let go and feel supported. Meaning you feel the support of the earth underneath you and you give yourself to it right now. Enjoy the sensations of letting go and relaxing in every cell of your body. Just begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Slowly make your way up into seated. Let's bring the hands together. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm so delighted to get to be together with you and practice with you. Bye-bye.